Hey, what's up, Pep Nation? This next exercise is one of our staple exercises in our program with all of our athletes. Now, this is a kettlebell swing. Now, a lot of coaches, a lot of athletes, a lot of people do this specific exercise wrong. Hey, there's no intent, there's no engagement when they do this. Now, it's a very fundamental exercise. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of understanding of the nuances and details of the fundamentals that go on with a proper kettlebell swing. Now, I'm going to take you through the understanding and the principles of the kettlebell swing. But what you have to realize first is you have to go back to our video and learn total body tension to get this exercise and to do it properly. Now, that being said, when we are in the kettlebell swing, okay, especially at the top of the swing, you have to make sure that you have a good base, that your big toe, pinky toe, and all the toes in between and that heel, you make that tripod, hey, that triangle, and you are squeezing and gripping the ground with everything you got. You can't at any time rock forward or rock back and have those feet come off the ground. You got to be structured and sound in the kettlebell swing. Now, once you got those feet and you got that placement, right? And I also like to think about kind of torquing my heels and kind of making sure that I kind of lift up the arches in my feet. That's also going to give me a nice grip in the ground. Now, once you have that, and I'm at the top position, okay? We want to make sure that we are in proper alignment. So I am straight. We never want to make sure or never have our hips back behind us. When we talk about total body tension, that's a squeeze of the glutes and hamstrings. My quads are tight and engaged. I'm pulling my quad to my crotch. That core is rib cage, the pelvis, core nice and tight. Hips underneath me. My shoulder blades are back and down. Hey, my rotators are on. Hey, the bell will not get in front of me and pull my shoulders out of position. The bell is not going to get very high. The bell is going to come probably to about that rib cage area right in front of that sternum. This is how high the bell will probably get. My shoulder blades are back, down, and back. Hey, my chin is tucked and I'm looking straight ahead. This is the proper kettlebell alignment. Okay, everything is engaged and turned on. I also have my breath. Okay, so my breath is very important. So when my hips go back and I take that deep breath, okay, I'm making sure that there is no gap in between the bell and I'm not squatting. So my hips are going back. The core is nice and rich and tight. That's when I take that deep breath in. And when I come up, it's a exhale all the air out. Now, getting back to the down portion of the swing. We want to make sure when we're in that down portion of our swing is that we want to make sure that our knees and our ankles are in line, okay? Meaning that we have a vertical shin angle and we are hip hinging, okay, and not squatting. If I'm squatting, my knees will then kind of shift forward and we don't want to have any shift in the knees forward because that's going to kind of take me out of alignment and my heels are going to now come up off the ground and all I'm doing is squatting. We never want to squat the kettlebell swing. This is what the squat looks like if you're doing a squat in the kettlebell swing. We want to make sure that our hips are going back. I'm feeling proper engagement in my glutes and my hamstring. I get that nice stretch. So then when I drive through, it's all through that hip extension and all that backside posterior chain. This is a phenomenal exercise, especially with our sprinters, and we want to make sure that we get very explosive power, okay? And it really works on that inside medial hamstring, and we know that's going to help protect the ACL. Now, let me get in through here. I'm going to take you through the kettlebell swing now that you have an understanding of how that looks. We always start by starting with the hip hinge. So I sit my hips back, I'm gripping the ground, I'm torquing, my knees are coming out, my core is nice and tight. I'm going to reach for that bell. Now, my shoulders are going to be above my knees. My knee is now in line with my ankle. My feet are grabbing the ground. I'm going to pull down into my lats, tuck my chin, core nice and tight. I'm going to hike the bell back with some intent, and then I'm going to now drive it through to the proper positioning up top. Always parking the bell back with proper control. That's how you do a kettlebell swing. Make sure, hey, that it always looks the same, that you're in proper engagement, proper form, you don't round the back, everything is good. This exercise, when done right, will be your staple exercise to your program, especially for athletes, especially college athletes that are doing a lot of hang cleans. Hey, it puts a lot of torque, or it puts a lot of pressure, onto my wrists. And you can only do so much in a hang clean. This right here, that hip extension, that posterior chain, hey, this right here is gonna make all the difference in your exercises and in your speed. Your agility and your explosive power would never be the same ever again after you do this exercise. Hey, give it a shot, guys. Make sure you're doing it right. Practice, 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 practice. Hey, and we'll make sure that we change the way that you play on the field. Take care, guys.
If you guys liked and enjoyed this video and want to take your game to that next level, head over to purezoperformance.com and check out our amazing training programs and products to give you that edge to be that game-changing athlete. And while you're here, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe so we can give you guys hot fire training videos week after week. I'll see you guys soon.